Hierarchy means always the layers in which they go, correct? Yeah, so cost centers, on cost centers we have cost center groups, na? Above cost center groups we have cost center standard hierarchy. Right, so the data it will be pulled into, so the cost centers are under which hierarchy? This hierarchy. So that hierarchy we are going to use it in future, for all the future requirements. Okay?
Okay.
Have one standard hierarchy, under this we have all these groups and other cost centers. Okay?
So we create for different areas, no, sir?
Yeah, we have our different controlling area we are. Oh,
Hello, sir.
yes, sir.
If you don't mind, can you show me first type and second type, sir? If you don't mind.
What reallocation? Huh?
Relocation, yes, sir. Reallocation.
Reallocation is nothing. You have to, it is very simple. You go to first one is you need a finance document for that. Right? So you go to
Okay.
361,
FB? Okay.
KB 61, and if you, what is our controlling area? T, right? And so here, you just give your finance document number and fiscal year and you execute, it will automatically show you.
Okay, sir. That's
That
fine.
is KB 61.
Okay,
Then
line
the
item.
other one is even more easy. That is KB 11. KB 11. Here we will just give our old cost center, cost element, amount and new cost center. That's it.
Okay, sir.
It will do the reallocation. Okay? But
Thank you,
one
sir.
thing it will ask for the number range assignment for the document type. AMK you are for both of them.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. So now distribution cycle. So why we are calling it as a cycle? So every month I am doing the same thing. Na? See what I am doing here in a cycle I will write like this. Right? In a cycle what I will write? I will write like this. Okay. So the canteen, what is the cost element? For which cost element we are doing? Canteen expenses. Okay. Canteen expenses, GL account, cost element basically, right? Yeah. And then from which cost center? From cost center. From means sender cost center we call it. Sender cost center. Sender cost center. One minute, huh? One important. Okay. Sender cost center. Sender cost center is who is my, so whichever cost, suppose I am posting in the, for all the expenses I am posting in F100. So that will be my sender, na? Correct. Then from F100 to which cost centers I am sending? I am sending that is a receiver cost center. Correct? Receiver cost center. So what are my receiver cost centers?
P100,
P100 and S100. Okay, good. Now, on what basis I want to divide? So first of all, what amount I want to divide?
25,000.
No, not exactly. No, every month what is the canteen expenses? You don't know, no?
25%.
Percentage, correct. But what amount, on what basis, what amount, whatever amount is posted. Not fixed amount, no? Whatever amount is posted. Whatever amount is posted in that amount is posted in that period. That is the base, okay. So in that period if it is 1 lakh, divide 1 lakh. In that period if it is 2 lakh, divide 2 lakh. So whatever amount is posted in that period. Is that clear? Good. So what is, on what basis, what amount, on what basis? On what basis you have to divide? On what basis? Percentage, correct. So I will say like this. What is the percentage basis? Correct. No, I will say like this. Okay, H100, I want it to divide it 25%. Then P100 how much? Another 25%.
Yes, sir.
S100 how much?
Okay, sir.
Another 20. And balance 25, let it be there, no? Correct or not? So the balance 25 will remain in F100. Do you agree?
Yes.
So is everybody able to understand? So I will give all this logic. In which cycle? I will write a cycle name, right? What is my cycle name? This is a cycle name I will give. Canteen expenses,
Right.
canteen expenses, distribution cycle. Correct? I will create this. So canteen expenses distribution cycle. In that I will give all this information. Is it clear? Yeah. Now. So now this is my distribution cycle. Here I am giving all this information. Okay. Now, so what is the information I have given? Cost. This is my cost element. This is my sender cost center, receiver cost center, and this is my amount, and this is the basis on which I want to divide. Correct? So this entire information I have given and I saved it as a cycle. So suppose I am running this cycle, right? I am running this cycle for the month of February. Okay. So in February, February 2022. Okay. So in February 2022, if it is an amount posted is 1,60,000. Now you tell me when I run this cycle what it will do.
30,000.
Amount posted for canteen expense. Got it? Now. So what it will do now? What is the result? What I will get?
40,000.
Correct. P100 how much I will get?
40,000.
And S100 how much I will get?
40.
Again. Now next month I am running the same cycle now. Okay. Now just understand. I am not changing the cycle, right? Cycle is as it is. Once I build the logic, same logic can I use every month? Yes. So then why should I write the logic every month? Once I create the cycle, once I write and create the cycle, can I use it every month? Yes. That's why I will create it as a cycle. Is it clear? So every month I am not going to tell all this to the system. I will create the cycle once and I will use it every period. Is it clear? So now you see for March I want to run. For March I want to run, right? Suppose I want to run for March month. So now this is not February, this is March, correct? So March, suppose if it is 1,80,000, then so for March what will happen?
45.
What will happen? If I run the cycle for March, what will happen?
45.
You understood?
Yes.
Can I use this cycle? If I create this cycle once, can I use it every period?
Yes.
Yes.
That's why we are calling it as a distribution cycle. We are distributing the cost to other cost centers. You know the distribution means giving away, no?
Yes.
So I am distributing my cost to other cost centers. That is what we are calling it as a distribution cycle.
Sir, if you want to change the percentages,
If you want to
change the percentages.
change the percentages, so why do you want to change the percentages? If you really want to change, then you have to change the cycle, no? Right?
The same existing cycle only can we change.
Yeah, this cycle from next month onwards, suppose you are saying you agreed that we will not divide equally, we have agreed for some other percentage. Then change the cycle. Correct? Okay?
Yes, sir.
No, every month it is the same, no? Every month we have agreed for the same, right? Every month we are not again sitting and deciding what to do, right? Every month it is already agreed, we will share equally, correct? Correct or not?
Yes.
Okay, so everybody clear, shall I do the consideration for this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The definition.
Okay? Right, so let us write down the definition also.
Okay.
Sir, explain one, sir.
Sir, explain one, sir.
Yeah, so whatever expenses that are happening, right, that are to be shared between the cost centers, and then because we cannot post every time our expenditure is happening, we cannot divide and post. No? That's why what we will do, every time that expenditure is happening, we will post to one cost center. Correct? And month end we will divide, yeah, we will reallocate. So every month we are doing the same thing. So when I am doing the same thing every month, okay, then why should I tell the system every month what it has to do? I will create a cycle for it and I will divide it. I will use the cycle. I will run the cycle every month. So every month when I run the cycle, it will automatically divide the cost whatever amount is posted. Correct? So this is used for so many purposes. So many purposes. Okay. See for example, okay, we will discuss later. So the distribution cycle not only for canteen, for cab expenses, for rent expenses, for so many things you can use it. Correct? Okay. So note down the step number 1. Step number 1, what we have?
Definition, sir.
Okay, definition. Distribution cycle. So please go on mute. Distribution cycle is created and used to reallocate the cost. Every period dollar fixed agreed terms between the partners. Distribution cycle once created can be used every period. Okay, the cost of so now note down step number 1. First of all, I need to create a cost element. So create canteen expenses cost element. That is, first of all, canteen expenses real account I have to create and make it a cost element. Correct? What is the T code? SS00, right? You know that. Go to SS00 session SS.
Why can't we use existing cost savings?
Because we don't have the GL account, do we have canteen expenses?
No, sir. Other cost savings we can use.
Now my example I discussed the canteen expenses. Now if I use other, somebody will have a doubt why I am using other one. Understand?
Okay.
Yeah, that is why I have to create it. Okay. So now the expenses I don't have canteen, so I am going to create one. So you can use, if you don't want to create, you can use it for any GL account. Okay? Only cost element we need. Okay, so I am going to copy and create some other cost element.
Please repeat it again, sir, please.
400 GL account I am creating. GL FS00, right? In the beginning, FS00 you know na? That is what I am doing. 40012 GL account I am creating. This is my canteen expenses GL account. No. Canteen expenses. Okay. So other things they remain the same, na? INR only balances, line item display 001. Create bank interest G004. Perfect. save. So I am creating my canteen expenses GL account. Okay. So now I am going to create it as a cost element. Na? How to create it as a cost element? Edit
Edit
cost.
cost element.
So from this
Business
page,
layer.
note down, enter, and then what is the cost element category? It is primary cost element.
One.
Primary. Okay, select this and click on the save option. So I created the cost element whatever I need. Correct. So this is canteen expenses. So canteen expenses means what? Now all the departments they will share the, they are all using the canteen. So they have to share the expenditure. Correct. But when I am posting, I will not
Again,
share-
edit cost element, sir.
how many?
Edit cost element. Show me again, sir.
How to create a cost element? Huh?
Edit cost element, sir.
Edit cost element. No? Okay. Right now. So what I have to do now? So now I need to create one cycle for this. Right? I have already discussed. Okay. So now you see my cost element is ready. So now what I am going to do is create a distribution cycle for canteen expenses. Correct? What is the key code? KSV1. Okay, note down. So now I am going to create a distribution cycle for the canteen. Okay? So go to KSV1, yeah? Go like this. /n KSV1. Go like cycle now. What is the cycle now? My cycle is, I am creating now. What is my cycle? Canteen expenses distribution. I will write like this. Okay. So start date is I can give start by start or whatever. Okay. Present. So this is my canteen expenses distribution cycle. Okay. So now 1/3/2022. Here start and then. Okay. Click on the attach segment. Yes. Yeah, so you have to go to KSV1, give the cycle name, give the date and press enter. The description is like. Okay.
So why we tick it that?
Huh?
In indicators, why we tick so?
Yeah,
Iterative.
yeah, iterative means separate. Cumulative means this month, next month, add. Are you adding last month and this month?
No, sir.
No, no, every month separate, no?
Yes, sir.
Right? If you think it like this, then it will add and divide. Yeah, it's a big headache. Correct? Yeah. Okay, so if you have any requirement of that type, then you can select cumulative. Correct?
Okay.
That
Okay.
segment. Okay, what is this segment? This is my CEE. What is
Sir,
it?
once go back, sir.
Press enter. Give the description. Yeah. And click on the attach segment. Okay. Now give the description here. CEE canteen expenses. Yeah. CEE canteen expenses. This name I am typing here. Distribution. Now here you see you tell me tender value, tender rule. Tender rule. Okay, so what is that? What is that you want to have fixed amount or posted amount? Posted amount. Now, fixed amount also you can use. Suppose if it is something like rent, every month 1 lakh rent you are paying, then it is fixed amount every month. So, but canteen expenses we don't know how much is getting posted. So, posted amount. Is that clear?
Yes.
Then in the posted amount, what is the percentage you want to divide? 100% or 50%? See, suppose my posted amount is 1 lakh. Correct. Now, do you want to divide that 1 lakh or do you want to divide only 50,000? So, if I give here 50%, what will happen? If you divide only 50,000. 12,500, like that it will divide. Correct. So how much percentage you want to divide?
75%.
100.
When if I give 75%, then I am not giving 25%. I am giving 25%, means how much I should take here? 100 I should take.
100.
Right. In 100 I am taking 25%. Na?
Yes, sir.
Understood? Yes. Okay, so the share, so whatever amount that is posted, total amount I have to divide. Now that posted amount is actual values or planned values you want to divide?
Actual value.
Okay, then receiver rule, on what basis? On what basis? Fixed amount, fixed percentage, fixed portion, fixed percentage. You got it? So here I am giving all the logic here. Okay, next. Sender, receiver. Sender, who is the sender, cost center, can you tell me? F1. Which cost element we are going to give?
Canteen.
What is the number?
4 lakh 12.
4 lakh 12. Correct? Yes. Next. Receiver, who is the receiver here?
P100.
Yeah, 100 to 800.
Yeah, H100 to S100. Got it? So here alphabetical order it will pick up. After you try to understand it. Others, are you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Others are able to understand. You try to concentrate, na? Right? Yeah. So now, so this is the cost center H100. Now this is the S100, from H100 to S100, right? Which means H, after H, P will be there, P100, then S100. Correct? Yeah. So now you want to have some cost centers which are not in a serial order. Then how you can solve the problem?
Order.
Shall we create a group, sir?
Yes, we will create the group. Correct? Here. So some random cost centers you want to use, then you can create a group for them. No? You don't know how to create a group.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you don't have to give the cost centers here, just give the group.
Group name.
Correct? Yes. Next. So now just understand here, whatever I have given here, what I did, posted amount and percentages, and sender I have given F100. Receivers I have given X100 to S100, and here you see when I go to the receiving tracing factor here, you see you can. Correct? H100, P100, S100, right? On what basis?
Percentage.
Correct? Got it? So now you see I am making the changes here, right? Suppose I selected here fixed amount. Correct? You see what will happen. You understand? So what I am giving in the first screen, it is impacting my next screen. So now suppose if I give here, receiver I am giving only H100. You see what will happen? Only H100. You understand? Correct?
What logic we are going to use, same logic it will take.
Correct. Whatever I am giving in the first and second tab, it will apply for the last tab.
Sir, there is an option cost object.
There is an option.
Cost object, sir.
Yeah, object. We have not discussed, na? We only know cost center object. No, we don't cost object. Not yet? Yes, right? Yeah. If when we know them, then we will use. Okay? Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so far you understood. So I am giving here whatever is my option, right? If I give fixed percentage here, it will show me percentage here. Simple. Correct? If I select here P100, then it will show me only 2 cost centers. You see? Is it clear? Understand what percentage? I'll give my percentage here, 25, whatever I want. Got the point? Clear? So total 100%, in that 25% and 25% I am giving to H100 and P100. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Okay. So now I am starting from the beginning. Now I already told you the logic now, this logic. The same logic I am going to create. Okay, this logic.
So in percentage we have to choose, sir, or it comes?
I have given the in front of you. I type it right. Yeah. It will not come automatically. How will system know what percentage you want to divide? Correct.
Okay.
So here you see same logic. I want to give my accounting expenses. Sender is F100, receivers are P3. On what basis amount is posted? On what basis percentage? Is that clear? Okay. So now I am going to do that. So now I am going here. It is
No,
not
we
this.
have given only 2 days first step.
Yeah, I am going to change. So here I will give S100 also. When I give S100, it will take 3. Okay, because they are in the alphabetical order. Okay, then go to standard value. 100% and actual. Fine, perfect. Next, receiver tracing factor. 3 of them. Now you tell me how much I should give here.
25.
So is it clear, everybody? So
Yes.
I am going to consider total 100. From that I will take 25, 25, 25 for these 3. Balance 25 will remain in my F100. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
value step, sir.
This is nothing, just information, right? I have not done anything. Whatever I entered here, same thing it is showing here. Whatever I entered now, share in percentage.
Okay.
Same thing it is showing here.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Here, actual I give, actual it is showing. Correct? Okay, clear everybody?
Yes, sir.
No. So shall we save this now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this cycle I am creating now. Can I use it next period?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
After 6 months, can I use?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is not specific to one period, no? It is a common law. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Now, yes.
Sir, I have a small doubt in cumulative, sir. It means like 10th period and 11th period we have to combine and post, sir.
Yeah. So if every month we are adding and we are dividing, something like that. If you have a requirement where you have cumulative, you have to, your logic is such that whatever is total up to now on that 1%, like that. Understand? Suppose your total, your cost expenses are every month you are adding the, on that 1% should go to some cost center, some tax department or something. So that way you are adding and you are pushing it out, no? Cumulative, you are adding. You have that requirement, then you will. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Further we created another cycle, sir.
Yes. If you have a requirement, if you have n number of requirements, n number of cycles. This is only for canteen. For rent, I will have another one. For something else, I will have another. Yes? Okay, so now my cycle is created, right? Yeah, my cycle is created. So now, shall we run the cycle? Okay.
yes.
Now, suppose I want to run the cycle, right? Execute the distribution cycle. But before you execute the distribution cycle, what we have to?
Post.
Post and amount.
Exactly, correct. Now, without any expenditure, what it will distribute? Correct, good. Next, third step, post actual expenses, actual canteen expenses. Correct. To which cost center?
F100. FB50.
Correct. Yeah. So what is the FB? 5. See, this is more about understanding why we are doing here, right? Not just doing, why we are doing all this. Correct? Yeah?
Yes.
Now we go to FB50 /n FB5. So now I am posting the canteen expenses. My company code is NCLC. Oh, sorry. Okay. So 2nd of February. Yes. So you know today is all 2 sir. 2 and 2. Oh. Now. So now GL account. What is my GL account? 4 lakh 12. Exactly. Debit. How much is the amount?
1 lakh.
1 lakh.
We will post more, say 1,60,000. Okay. Now, so actually this expense is not posted in one go, right? Throughout the month it will get posted.
Yes, sir.
Throughout the month. Okay. So now which cost center I have to give?
F100.
F100. Say you always create a new cost element. Now why? Because if you have already posted for any other, suppose if you want to use rent for the distribution, if the rent already some expenditure is posted, na, for F100, then it will create your problems. Na? Yeah, better create a new cost. No. Now debit, credit, and here I will put charge. Good. Post. So now if I go to my KSB1, so now in my cost center, which cost center?
F100.
How much is there now? Right now?
1,60,000. Canteen expense.
Exactly. Correct. 4,12,000, na?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? Yeah. So now I have a question. Now when do you do the distribution cycle?
At the one day.
Every month.
Can you do it in the middle month?
No.
It's wrong, right? Suppose if you do in the middle of the month, what will happen?
Without
Up to date it will take.
Up to date. Then after
We
you
have to run it, sir. Run should be done.
After
If you
running,
do in the middle, we have to run it again at the end of the month.
if you run it again end of the month, what will happen?
only 50.
It will take again.
It will be a blunder. Why? Because in F100 it will take 40,000 plus whatever is posted. That will be the new posted amount for it. You understand? Suppose after I run this 1,60,000 in the middle of the month, so then what will remain in F100? 40,000. Correct? Then that 40,000 plus suppose you posted another 20,000. So then total it is 60,000. That 60,000 it will divide again. You understand? So repeat run will not work. You got the point?
Yes, yes.
Even if I do repeat also, it's a big blunder. Correct or not? So then it will divide the 60 into 15. So in finance you will have, how much you will have in finance? You will have only 15.
Okay.
Whereas other cost centers will have 55. You got the point?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So can you do it in the middle of the month?
No.
Is it correct to do? No.
No.
100% it's wrong. So this cycle, always distribution cycle is executed at the month end.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you say again, sir, what happens, sir, exactly? If you run by middle of the month,
No, as we are doing now today, February 2nd, I am doing the run. Is it correct? No, wrong.
no, sir, actually,
Because I have another 26 days to go. Correct or not? See what will happen if I do the run now. See 1,60,000, what will happen? 1,60,000. It will divide it into what? F100 how much? 40. 40, correct. And then H100 also?
40.
40. Correct? Then P100?
40.
40. Then Then S100 how much?
40. Then 40.
40. So now after doing the cycle run, suppose I have some more days now. So in those days if I post, suppose we posted again, correct? How much we posted? Suppose we posted 20,000. Correct. Same canteen expenses, right? After you run the cycle. So then what will happen? What is the total amount in F100 now?
180.
Total amount in F100, right? Now total amount in
45,000, sir. 45,000.
in
40.
F100 now.
45,000.
60,000.
60,000, correct? 60,000 because already 40,000 is there plus 20. So now it is how much?
60,000.
So I am doing the cycle run I am doing again. Cycle run again. So what will happen now?
50,000.
F100 how much?
15,000
Plus H100 how much?
15,000.
Sorry, 40,000 already there plus
5,000.
15,000. 55.
15,000. You understood? The 60,000 will be the posted amount now for the cycle run. It will be the posted amount for the next run. You understand the logic? Correct? It's a program. Whatever amount is posted, it will take it from the F100 and divide. You understood?
If we chose the rule of fixed amount,
Yeah, fixed amount also, if you have run, then this will only remain, na? Correct. That will divide it into, again fixed amount, 2 times it will happen. Correct? Correct or not? It's a program, na? If you run it again, whatever amount is there, it will pick from there, na? Got it? Yes.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
sir, if we didn't post 20,000, then remaining F100 and 40,000, it will automatically run, or
This 40,000, if you run again, what will happen? Here 10,000, here 40 plus 10, 40 plus 10, 40 plus 10. Because you are running again, na? So whatever amount is left in F100, whatever amount is left, it will divide.
yes,
Got the point?
yes.
For the program, whatever amount is there in F100, that we have to divide, na? So second time when it is running, it will take whatever amount is there in F100. Is it clear?
Yes,
Sir, my doubt is, sir, this distribution cycle is automated process, right?
It is not automated process. Where did I tell you it is automated process?
No, we have
Sorry.
You have to
Sorry,
run
every month.
you have to run the cycle.
Okay.
Correct?
There is
When you
no
run the-
cycle in every month.
Yes, at the month end, after your finance period is closed, right? Important point I am telling you. After everything is posted in finance and finance period is closed, you know na OB52?
Yes.
OB52 when you close the period, na, after you close the period, then you do the distribution cycle. Because there is no scope for further posting.
It's a month-end activity.
It is a month-end activity, correct. Correct. So doing it in the month, doing in the middle of the month is 100% wrong. Is it clear, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what we do, it's a month-end activity. So it will work like this, right? So I should not do this. So doing it on February 2nd is wrong. For the class purposes, I am doing. Right? So I cannot tell you guys, na, come back on February 28th and we will have the class then. Na? I cannot do that, right? So that's why. So real time is more easy than this class of action. Why? Because there is a standard pattern there. We have the fixed rules in place. Logic is there. We will do it. But for training sessions, what is anytime, whatever you want, we have to do. Going by the class topic. Correct or not?
Yes.
So there are challenges here. So after this, if I do any posting, again it will create problems to me. Correct or not? Yeah. Right now. So now I am going to execute the cycle now, right? So you see now what will happen. KSV5. Okay? KSV5. No. So let me write down in the notes. Execute the, what is the step number? 4. No? Step number 4 is execute the distribution cycle KSV5. Right, so everything is ready now. Let me execute the cycle. Okay, period, which period I am doing it for? 11th period. Then cycle, what is the cycle name? TEE? TED, correct? Yeah. So if I click the drop down, it will show automatically. Okay, now test run I am doing. Test run. Execute. So yellow warning, maintain number range for RKIV. Okay, let's go to KNK. Okay, now controlling area TEE groups.
Sir, so if we didn't apply this document, it will take run the session. First yellow name.
No, it will not. It will later on when you run, it will go to red.
Oh.
Okay, now I will go to RKIV. Actual overhead distribution, yeah? Make it blue. Select it. Right. Yeah? So without document number, no document can be created, no? That person required it. Okay, so now let me go back to KSV5XK. Give the period, that is 11th period, and then cycle name is this. Correct? Enter. Execute. I am doing a test run. I'm doing the test. Okay, so one sender, is it correct? Which sender? Let me put the cursor here, sender details. Is it correct? Yes. How much it is taking from F100?
$120.
Is it correct?
Yes.
So now who are the receivers now here? How many?
3.
Who are they?
F100.
40, 40, 40, correct? 25, 25, 20.
Yes.
So everything is running perfectly?
Yes.
Yes. Good. Go back. Go back. Leave the test run. Remove the test run. Execute. Right, done, completed, right? Okay, so now if I go to /n KSB1, so in F100 how much is there?
40.
40. Okay, minus 40, minus 40, minus 40. 3 times minus 40 has happened. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Then what happened? What about other cost centers? Suppose if I each, right? Now if you observe here one important point, if you see here posting date, what it is taking here?
And then this.
Right? You understand? Yeah. So even though you are doing wrong, system is doing the correct thing. It is taking the month and date only because it is a month end process. So when you will do the distribution cycle after your FI period is closed and then there is no scope for posting of the FI transaction, then you have to do the distribution cycle. Is it clear? Yeah.
Yes.
Right? So this is about the distribution cycle. Okay? So you do.
So,
Yeah.
sir, I have a doubt in number ranges. Sir, when I am practicing today, actually I gave the number ranges 11 lakh for CO, but when I am executing this like this, one document will come, document number is 00001 was came. So I went to the KANK. But in this KANK groups, it's not showing for me, sir. It's showing only interchange intervals. But when I'm pressing that, it will not show. It won't show anything. It didn't show anything, sir.
But worry, somewhere some document group or number and some problem is that result reports wise ASB everything is working fine.
Yeah, yes, sir. Document number will change.
Yeah, don't worry. Somewhere, some groups or some number range mismatch is going in. Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes.
Sir, in manual reposting, posting date we have to change our convenience, sir, like past and future. I mean past.
Posting we have to change the.
I mean posting date, sir. Why? Because it's a manual posting, right?
Okay.
It's available.
Yeah, whatever date you want to give in that period you can.
Okay, sir. Only posting date.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, document date,
Okay.
posting date. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there any website so that you get projects for doing practice?
Website for?
And so that we'll get any small projects for doing our practice?
No, you can Google it all. No website. So they will see the company. They have they purchase SAP software spending millions. Na?
Okay, sir.
Why they will allow somebody to train on it? Correct.
Okay.
It's a very risky thing for them, na? Correct.
Okay.
But it's okay. Whatever you are doing here, that is more than enough. Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
So when we post the
Yes.
when we post the invoice, sir, accounting entries, which account? I mean, what is accounting entries? I want to know about that. Accounting entries.
Accounting entry, this accounting entry, FB03, whatever you see, it is an accounting entry. Yeah, you are seeing now, for everything you are seeing now, this document is there. Correct now, this is an accounting entry, na? Debit this, credit this. This is the accounting entry, right? Correct or not? Debit this, credit this. This is accounting entry only. Correct? Yeah. Okay, so the distribution cycle we have discussed. The next cycle what we have is assessment cycle, fourth type. Okay, no. So that is also a cycle. Assessment cycle. Okay. Assessment cycle. Yeah. So now we need to know why there is one more cycle. So you have distribution cycle here. Then why we need to have one more cycle? What is the difference between background noise is there? Please go back to me. Now we have distribution cycle is there. Then why we have assessment cycle again separate? Correct. What is the difference between distribution cycle and assessment cycle? We have to understand. So here, before we can discuss about the assessment cycle, we need to know something called primary cost and secondary cost. Okay? We need to know this. What is the difference between them? Okay? Hold on. Primary cost, actual expenses paid in for a CL account. Okay, flow from S5 to CO. Secondary cost are cost created within CO for Okay, count off. Then we can. All we have discussed so far, they are all primary costs only because we are posting in FI and we are getting it in CO. Correct? Yes. So what all we discussed so far, they are all primary costs. Correct? Okay. Secondary cost means for certain reporting requirements, we will duplicate the cost. So to meet our CO reporting requirements, in certain cases we have to create the secondary cost. So those they will not come from FI, just to meet our reporting purposes we are creating. That's why we are calling them as secondary costs. Right? So primary cost, always your FI and CO they will be same. Whatever is posted in FI, same will be there in CO. That is primary cost. But in secondary cost, it is not there in FI, it is there in only CO. Okay? Why we are creating, I will explain it, right? Why, what is the necessity of creating a secondary cost? All that we have to. Okay? Okay, so I want you to practice the distribution cycle. Once you are comfortable, then we can get on with the assessment cycle. Okay guys? Right, then so we will stop here. Tomorrow I am going to continue with primary and secondary cost. And there is one more thing that we call it as SK, statistical key unit, as key figure. That also I will discuss tomorrow. Okay? Thank you then. We will meet tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Thank you everybody. Thank you.
Hello.